There are a variety of online styling options, and they are not all created equal. In today's episode, I'm going to jump right in and answer your biggest FAQs when it comes to virtual styling to help you understand the world of how to shop online with somebody that is directing you and guiding you through the process. So one, I'm going to talk about how does the stylist know what your style is if you have never met before. Two, where does the stylist shop for you online when there are so many options? Three, is it an AI bot or am I actually working with a real stylist when I am getting my questions answered in a chat box? Number four, what is the time frame for working together virtually from that initial session to getting complete outfits head to toe? Five, what if I don't like anything that the stylist put together for me? And six, how to choose a stylist. I'm going to go through all of these and then some. I'd love to create a part 2 of this episode and want to hear what you learned from this and also what you would like to know more about when it comes to virtual styling or hiring a stylist in general. You can leave me a review, let me know what you took away and what other questions you still have, because that is a great way for me to create more content and episodes really getting to those questions that you have about style and styling in general. At the very end of this episode, I am going to give you a breakdown on the best way to prepare for your virtual style session to make sure that your stylist understands exactly what you need and you achieve those goals working together. At my company, The Closet Edit, we have been in business for 15 years now, and 8 of them has been working with people virtually. And it wasn't very popular at all before. The only reason why I created the online styling back 8 years ago before COVID and all of this was because one of my most loyal clients moved across country. She went to Thailand. And because we had been working together for years, I knew her style. And I wanted to develop a way for us to continue working together because she was so busy. Like, shopping was not a priority for her, but she knew that she needed new pieces to feel good and look put together for work, especially in her new position that she had at work. So with this one client, I created a system and it opened up doors to work with other clients outside of Seattle, Washington, where our home base is located. Our team gets to meet with people from all over the nation and the world, including countries like Austria, Africa, Thailand, like I mentioned earlier, the UK, Canada, and even within the US, we have our popular cities that we work with, including San Francisco, Beverly Hills, Sarasota, Milwaukee, Corona, and Austin. So if you're listening to this and you are super curious about how it even works to have a virtual stylist, you're going to learn so much about this process, and it's going to be really helpful in you deciding whether it's for you and who you want to work with. First of all, if you are answering yes to any of these following questions, then you definitely need a virtual stylist because it is the only way that you are going to get what you need and shop. So number one, if you live in a city where there are no stores nearby. I recently worked with a client that lives in Canada and they didn't even have a tailor in his city, but he traveled to other parts of Canada where he had to dress up more. He was part of the community and was in front of people a lot, but he literally did not have stores near him. And so we had to get everything shipped to his home. Number two, if you really like to take the time in that decision-making process and you have a lot of questions along the way, going virtually is really a wonderful way to take your time as you are shopping. You also get to be interacting with your stylist and asking questions, sharing pictures of your pieces as they come in, getting feedback, and taking your time to really feel into those items because not everything you love at once. And especially when you're trying things on super quickly, a lot of clients end up really enjoying the online process so that they can take their time in making decisions on what to keep, what to return, and what to exchange. If you want to space out the shopping process, doing this virtually is also wonderful because when you are doing it in person, it's literally, there's a plan and we are super efficient. So it's like boom, boom, boom. You get everything you need at once. But if that kind of feels uncomfortable to you and it feels like that's moving too fast and you want to take your time, then you can invest a little bit now. Then you can move your next shopping session in a few weeks, and you don't have to do it all at once when you do this virtually. Seriously, if you answered yes to any of those or all of them, then working at this virtual stylist is just a must. You probably don't need to listen to the rest of this episode. I think you just need to hire a stylist. But the other part about it is that it's great to get that extra hand-holding. I mean, when it comes to style and fashion, our clients that come to us really are not in that space. It's not very interesting to them. They want to know what fits. And also they want to know that these investments that they make in their clothing, these small investments as they go, will add up and make sense. And that's the most important part of being a stylist, is making sure that every single purchase that we make together is going to be something that you're going to wear often and that you're going to know how to wear. It has to be able to integrate into your wardrobe and life. Let's get into the good stuff, because I know you want to hear about the answers to the questions in the beginning. So number one, how does a stylist know what your style is if you have never met in person before? So regardless if you are doing this virtually or in person, your stylist is required to really understand who you are through the style process. That initial session together, and if they don't have an initial session, that is super important. You want to make sure that you connect with your stylist and they really get you. So in the beginning of the process, I like to call it the closet edit, but it's not necessarily just editing your closet. It's really getting to know you. So when you are paired with the stylist on my team, they will ask you questions. They want to see where you're at in your closet to see where they can take you. They want to learn more about what feels good to you and what doesn't. All of these little details really add up to understanding what is going to be best for you when it comes to shopping. I just did a podcast episode, which was wonderful, but it talks about how we get so comfortable in something we know that works that sometimes we put to the side what we actually need. And your stylist is able to determine what that is for you and help you really connect the dots to what you need to build out your wardrobe. We also believe at the Closet Edit that there are 4 different style personality types, which I'm not going to go into detail in this episode. I'll do a whole other episode about this, but based on the things that you're attracted to, what your lifestyle is like, the 4 style personality types that we have are bold, neutral, classic, and playful. And you could be a mix of 2, but there's always one that is more dominant and the primary style that you have, and your stylist is able to identify what that is for you. So I think that's also a very important part of the process. And if you do want to take my style personality quiz, you can go to myclosetedit.com. It's completely free. We share a shopping board and some brands that could work for you, and the top 5 trends that you can try that could be core staples for your wardrobe this season. Go to myclosetedit.com. Such a fun style personality quiz, and we recently changed it up so it's brand new. Number 2, where does your stylist shop online for you? So at the Closet Edit, we do not work with a company, so we literally will shop anywhere and everywhere for you, except, I know there is an exception, except for places like Zara, Forever 21, Target, and not that we think that those places are bad or anything, but when you are investing in a stylist and when you are somebody that does not really enjoy shopping or fashion in general, going to these stores really doesn't make sense. So clients come to us because they want a good core foundation to their wardrobe that they can really work from. And shopping from these other stores, sometimes it's just like a seasonal thing that you could wear, or a couple seasons, or only a few times before it falls apart. So we don't want you to buy something that you have to replace again very quickly. When you are shopping with us, we really try to recommend things that are something that I like to say stand the test of time, that you can wear again and again. So I like to say that we start at like a mid-range price point. So that includes like J. Crew, Banana Republic, and up. But we will shop everywhere and anywhere for you. Even when we shop in person with clients, part of the package that we have put together is also to be able to round out a client's wardrobe by sharing online suggestions, because we do so much shopping online for people. And usually it tends to be when we're doing the in-person shopping, like jewelry or jackets or, something a little more specialized like that we need to share online, because just in store, there's not as many options. Is it an AI bot or an actual stylist answering the questions? So I'm all for AI, but no, you are not working with AI when you're working with people on our team. So you are actually working with a stylist when you are getting your questions answered throughout the process. It's a real person behind it. We're not, we don't have a system for doing that, and we don't care to, because every time that we are in contact, speaking, answering questions, hearing what you are loving and are attracted to, and even hearing things like, oh, you know what? That didn't quite work for me, or this color is not my favorite. Could we have more of this? Our stylist takes notes on all our interactions, because every time that we shop together, we want to make it just like better and better and better for you. And also with that, when clients come to us the first time, not always, but you play it a little bit safe when you're doing it the first time when you want to shop with the stylist. But then as you step in and start wearing your things and feeling really good, every time you work with your stylist, you can expand on that and grow and try something different. So it's such a beautiful experience to have that one-on-one connection with people rather than an AI thing trying to form something for you and send you answers or suggestions that don't really make sense. What is the time frame for working together virtually from that initial session to getting complete outfits? So in this case, it really depends. So some clients like to zoom through. They're like all in it. They just want to get things done. They are super excited. So we can get it done within a month. You have to think about that first initial session. We meet online, make that online shopping plan, go through your closet, take the notes. And then from there, it's usually about, I'd say 3 to 7 days out for your first shopping board, because the stylist wants that time to really curate what they want to show you. And it's about 20 pieces for every round of shopping. And depending on what package you get 2 to 3 rounds of shopping. And within that, you order items, you have to wait for them to come in, make your final decisions, and then move on to the next round. So it's about a month, but you can extend it out to even 3 months. We've worked with clients where we do the one shopping session, one shopping board 1 month, wait to the second month, and then wait to the third month. And then after month 3, once we know and identify everything that you're keeping, it's super easy to put together outfits on our end. So we could just mix and match everything. You get 15 to 30 outfits head to toe. Okay, for this question, I'd say this is probably one of the most asked questions. And it is, what if I don't like anything that the stylist put together for me? And let me just say, this has not happened before. When a stylist is working for you, they really need to, again, understand what your needs are. Understand and identify what the goals are working together. Find out what you have been struggling with when it comes to shopping, or what you like or don't like. And with one shopping board, obviously you're not going to like every single item from one shopping board. It's almost like, I like to call the online experience kind of like if we were in a fitting room and I were to open up the fitting room. You're not going to buy and like necessarily every piece, but the whole point is being able to share items that really can reflect you, that the stylist sees a vision and knows will fit you, and that potentially you will buy and wear again and again. And when you open up that shopping board, usually it's about, let's say if there's 20 items, usually like 30 to 50%. Some clients like 100%, and then the stylist is kind of like, okay, well, let's just pick and choose the pieces that you're actually going to purchase. And the whole point of it is being able to pivot as needed. The whole point of this is being able to try something new. You did not hire a stylist so that the stylist can send you everything that you've been buying on your own. Like, that's not the point. The point is for somebody to guide you, coach you through, and show you how to wear things. And there are some items that instantly you're just going to love just by looking at it or by trying it on. And that is wonderful and amazing. But sometimes those items that you're kind of like, ooh, this is different. Does it look good on me? And you question a little bit. That's okay. Your stylist will never push anything on you, but your stylist will coach you through talk through what you like, don't like, see if it is a right fit, if it's worth purchasing and trying, or if it's worth just putting aside for another time. How to choose a stylist. This is very personal because obviously when you are working with the stylist, it is a vulnerable situation. You are opening up not only about what you like and don't like about fashion, but you are opening up about your body, about your life, about experiences. A lot of things come up during the session that you don't think are actually going to come up in a fashion session. And this is, again, more with like a stylist that you are working with one-on-one, where you're not just in a chat box, which at the Closet Edit, we like to do virtual calls where we are on video because we want to get to know you and we want to see you and we want you to feel comfortable with us and trust us and know that even though we're working virtually, you are working with I still like to call it almost like a stylist in person, because although it is over the internet and just, chatting online and going through things, you really get that personalized experience and it doesn't take away from it. I do have to say, with all the clients that we have in person and online, I think that what makes it so satisfying is that they still get the same overall experience, that by the end of working together, you get the 15 to 30 outfits. You feel really good. You get to try new things, new brands, learn through the process. They are just different in the time frame it takes, but essentially it is the same thing. And for busy people, I do have to say, if you are super busy and you barely have time for yourself, you know what? The online shopping experience might be a little bit harder because you actually need the results right away. But if you have time to go through the process, it is very gratifying and still creates results by the end of it. I have not forgotten. Let me give you that breakdown on the best way to prepare for your virtual style session to make sure that your stylist understands exactly what you need. So number 1, communicate. The most important part is to be open and honest with what you are struggling with when it comes to shopping or figuring out your style. This will help your stylist hone in on what they need to do to help you find the solutions to turn this around for you. Like when you're working with somebody, yes, of course you need the outfits and everything, but you really have to have the stylist tackle the things that are hard for you because they're a professional and will know how to do it. Number 2, don't clean out your closet before working with your stylist. Those pieces that you are getting rid of on your own are great talking points, great conversation pieces. Your stylist is not here to see the clean version of your closet. They're here to see how you're actually living, what you're actually wearing, what you've been holding on to, and why. So do not be afraid to be vulnerable. And being vulnerable with your stylist means don't clean it out before they come over or you see them virtually. And number 3, be ready to invest. Even though you don't like shopping, even though you barely shop at all and barely spend money on things, you're going to have to get to the mindset that when you are building out a good foundation core wardrobe, you're going to need quite a few pieces. You're going to want to invest in things that cost a little bit more so that they just work for a long time for you. You're not going to leave. Don't expect to hire a virtual stylist and get one outfit or one piece. You are not hiring a professional to come in your life and help you make change with one item. When you're investing in the stylist, it's to create lasting change. It's to create real results, and that means making a bigger investment. These are 3 easy tips to help you prepare for your session and make sure you get the most out of it, because every minute with that stylist counts, and every conversation you have, they are taking notes and you want them to know all the things. And when they're a good stylist, there are many things that you won't share that they will be able to identify and help you with as well. If you're listening to this and you're like, I could really use like a solid 15 to 30 outfits, some go-to pieces I could wear again and again, we can hop on a clarity call. It's going to really change the way that you see fashion and see how you shop. During this call, it is completely free. I just want to get to know you and hear more about what you're struggling with and create a plan. I'm all about plans. I'm all about creating results. So you can go to myclosetedit.com or you can go into the show notes and book a clarity call. And during the clarity call, we'll also identify what stylist on the team is best for you and the time frame of when you'd like to work together. Because I do have to say, like, there is never the perfect time, but if it's something that's on your heart and something that you're thinking about right now, then right now is the best time to start, and you will make time to make it happen. So let's hop on a call. I want to talk through and listen to what it is that you really need and support you through it. And it's about 20 minutes long. So it will be on camera because I love showing up on Zoom and I want to see and meet you. I just spoke with a new client today and she told me that she truly enjoyed the closet edit process because it wasn't like other personal styling services where you kind of hop on and then they forget about you. Like, we're really in it. Like, I like to tell people that we're with you from the beginning to the end and then some. We're all about talking about how to take care of your pieces and making sure that you do feel really good in everything, because the ultimate goal with this is that you actually wear everything that you own. Like, that is what I want for you, to be able to open up your closet and be like, I feel good in these and I don't even have to think about it anymore. If there is something I did not answer in this podcast when it comes to working with the virtual stylist, you can also send me an email at hello@myclosetedit.com. My team is here to support you. I would love to make sure that this is the right decision for you and to answer any other questions that you have, because we can do a part 2 on this. So just let me know. I'm here to support you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and continue building a life and a style that truly reflect you. I'll catch you next time.